Well, I'm very pleased to be joined today with Alison Jackson from Vermilion, who's out now in Europe cycling professionally. So, Alison, first off, thank you very much for joining me today.
Yeah, no, my pleasure.
Like many athletes, Alison, they've had to adjust their training schedules and whatnot because of the COVID-19 pandemic. So, just take us through what your training regimen was like when you were back home for that period of time.
You know what? Yeah, for me, I guess my structure of training generally stayed the same, but we're not peaking for any particular races because they were mostly canceled. And then just really trying to create like a safe bubble. Yeah, just around less interactions with people, the social distancing. My husband helped me create a home gym since all the gyms were closed. So we got our own weight sets and stuff. And then riding on the road, that's a thing that's been good to go.
Just give us a little sense of what some of the competitions you'll be doing for the next couple of months here.
So the race schedule is still a bit up in the air because at any moment things can be canceled. Today, actually, we just learned that the World Championships for cycling was canceled. It was supposed to be held in Switzerland. So we really just have to take it kind of week by week and hope for the best. Otherwise, the calendar is condensed. Races go through till November 3rd. We always have a team of 14, but we only race 6 at a time. So we'll get our lineups just the week before our races, who's healthy and going well before the race.
How often were you training to prepare for your next couple of races when you were at home in Vermilion?
Yeah, so usually I have 3-day blocks or 5-day blocks and then a rest day. But a long ride is 6 hours. We'll do a few of those. A mid ride, moderate ride is 4 hours, and easy rides are 2. Is kind of how it works. But yeah, out in the prairies where it's all flat, usually my long rides are 160 plus kilometers. A little less if it's on the gravel, a bit slower, but yeah, you can get a lot of places and see a lot of different areas.
How tough is it mentally to be off for a certain period of time and then to, click your brain to get back into training and game mode? So how complicated is that for yourself as an athlete?
I think as athletes, we already learn to have this, adapting mindset. We go through a lot of highs and lows with form and injury, other setbacks. So I think, I just had to refocus. And there's a lot that we can still do without the bike racing. Every mile an hour of training now is going to count at some point. But also, I just really love what I get to do. I love riding bikes, whether it's for a race or just riding. So I took, those points of real joy and happiness and enjoying what I'm doing, just in the training.
Now, I know cycling isn't a big sport out here in Alberta and the Midwest regions here. So what are some of the common misconceptions about cycling that people may have?
Yeah, so in cycling, we always race as a team. So like I said, there's 6 of us on a team, and we work together to try to get one person to win. And that can be sometimes a bit harder to understand because there's only one person that stands on the podium. For example, in hockey, everyone works together. One person may score the goal, but in the end, the whole team wins. The whole team gets the medal. In cycling, we really have these sacrificial teammate times where we blow ourselves up, where we work so hard in order to get our teammate the freshest possible to make their winning move in the finale. So understanding the team tactics and dynamics that go on a bike race. There's a lot of little games going on during our bike race might be 150K. So there's a lot of these little things that are going on in order to get that one person to the finish line.
And lastly, if someone wants to, either give cycling a try or just wants to kind of get out and just bike, what are some things that you'd say to someone to encourage them to go give cycling a try?
Really, you can start anywhere. Even the first bike that I got, it was actually, I returned from college And yeah, an old bike in the garage. I decided that I wanted to try riding to town, and it's just nothing special bike, one you get from Canadian Tire. Um, and yeah, there's a lot of freedom just in being able to propel yourself, and you go places further than you can just walking. And yeah, the exercise to it, the endorphins of fitness. Yeah, so I mean, just start anywhere, and then you discover more about maybe what you like and what you want to try more of. Whether it's more mountain bike on the trails, or we have a lot of gravel where we live in Vermilion area, so maybe there's a particular bike that's better suited to that with a little wider tires. Or yeah, a full speed machine. Try to go as far and as fast as you can with the specific road bike. But yeah, I think you can start anywhere. Look at, most people have a bike. Look in the garage of their grandparents, and yeah, take it out and see what you can see.
Well, Alison, I really appreciate your time, and thank you very much for joining me.